My name is John Bang.
Brian Lamb.
My name is Charlie Ma.
Jenny Fan.
My name is Andrew Lum.
This is Barbara, and I'm a freshman. I'm a sophomore.
I'm a junior.
A senior
in the college.
Freshman Wharton.
In engineering.
Currently, I'm an poly facilitator.
There's Asian Pacific American Heritage Week.
One of 4 work studies here at PAACH.
The Asian Pacific Student Coalition, of which I was the former chair.
So the Asian Pacific Student Coalition, or APSC, is the umbrella group of 19 different constituent groups on campus. So these groups are all Asian interest organizations on campus.
So PAACH is presently a cultural resource center for students. That can mean personal advising, that can mean organizational advising. They serve as the institutional memory here at Penn for the Asian American community.
So PAACH was founded in 2000 after a decade long of students advocating for a resource center for Asian Americans. So I guess APSC and other groups met a lot with university administration throughout this decade, and this culminated in a protest in front of the Ben Franklin statue and the button. And ultimately this resulted in this resource center with 3 faculty members and a lot of different programs that are geared towards the students on campus who are Asian American.
First of all, they have a peer mentorship. There is a program called Appetite where students bring high school students in the Philadelphia area to Penn, and they facilitate discussions about Asian American issues. Here, PAACH also has a Poly, which is a leadership initiative for Asian American rising leaders. Works in conjunction with APAL, which is a week of celebrations of Asian cultures and heritages. APSC also works closely with PAACH to promote our own programming and help our constituents.
The original vision for PAACH was for it to be kind of this
Hub of activism.
Yeah, and like closely linked to ASOM, and like you could go there as kind of as a resource center for academia and activism.
A unique thing about PAACH that a lot of the APA community really appreciates is the fact that PAACH provides a very close-knit community for students on campus.
Everyone tends to use the word home.
PAACH is really just home. It's been definitely like a home for me on campus.
I realized that PAACH is like a home to a lot of people.
I think the essence would be a home away from home.
Oh, I always describe PAACH as home because it really is like a home. You have PAACH staff, which are like your parents, that give you advice when you need it and help you out whenever you're in times of stress. And everyone there's food. Everyone else that visits PAACH is kind of like your brother and sister, and they're always willing to talk to you. And
Yeah, home is a great way to describe it.
I would say PAACH is a light bulb. It is the inspiration to many of the things I feel like I've been able to accomplish here on campus.
PAACH, and the word in itself is like something that patch over something, right? So like for me, PAACH was a place where it was able to like patch up my wounds.
I'm just a freshman. First time coming in was one of my favorite moments. It was really nice, it was fun, it was like, oh whoa, you know. It was like everybody was really nice and stuff.
PAACH was literally like my camp out spot, like between classes or like between interviews, and I would just like always sleep here and like watch movies here.
We used to watch like Pixar movies pretty often on the TV.
Definitely. Just the other day I was sitting here and John Bang walks in and he has macaroons and everyone like freaked out. They're like, where'd you get that? And he was like, oh, they're free from Sugar Philly. And then like a bunch of us just went over Sugar Philly.
Well, let's just say there was a moment where Kusum called out Peter's side about his love life.
One time we just came in randomly at lunch and there were like 30 people in there.
All the sofas being taken by students. And we just started talking about life. It began with like complaints, and
Everyone was like really friendly and everyone was like very inviting.
So ARCH actually got a $15 million donation, which set it into renovation. So beginning of this summer until I think for 2 years, ARCH will be closed down to do the renovations, and all the resource centers and the other groups and organizations that use ARCH really displaced. And so PAACH will actually be relocated to Houston Hall on the second floor.
We're still currently looking for a new director. What we really hope is to have a new full-time director before the end of the semester so that we can really sit down with this and talk to the director about kind of our vision and what PAACH is currently and how we can ensure that PAACH continues to remain a resource to students despite a new location.
I think that the people that come through PAACH have this connection to PAACH, and even if we do move and we lose like a home and space, people will still be connected to each other.
Like it was already mentioned, the community, the social community at PAACH is already like really concrete, it's founded, so it doesn't matter where PAACH moves, I feel like people are still going to follow it.
Even though we'll have a smaller physical space, PAACH staff will still be there, still be open to meeting with students and student groups on campus if they need advising for any of the programming that they're doing. PAACH will continue to hold the programs that it currently has. In terms of the amount of activities the rest of the APA community has, I don't see that changing at all.
As hard as it might be for you or for anyone, like, don't be intimidated. I know I was really intimidated, and that kind of discouraged me from getting involved as freshman, sophomore year. But just like, go to PAACH, like try to meet some people, and if you find you don't like it, then it's okay. You don't have to be involved. But then I kind of like, I don't regret it, but I kind of like always thought about like what would have happened if I did choose to not be intimidated.
I would say have this as a resource, utilize it as a resource. You know, Penn is one of the strongest like Asian American community campuses on Asian American communities on campus, and PAACH obviously is the center of that.
Try to never be complacent, and try to always, look for something new to do, look for something interesting and unique to do, a new way to kind of shape your identity, because PAACH has that for you. There are tons of things that you can get involved in, tons of people you can meet, and I think the saddest thing is to kind of just become comfortable doing what you've been doing in your own shoes. And I think to always stretch yourself and always find inspiration in new things as an underclassman at this young age when we still have so much potential is really important.
I am PAACH.
I am PAACH.
I am PAACH.
I am PAACH.
We are PAACH.
I am PAACH.
We are PAACH.
I am PAACH.
I am PAACH. I'm PAACH.
We are PAACH.
Now